Guys, it's Ben with Vassar Village Salvage and eBay Power Seller. You want independence from your normal 9 to 5, punching the clock, working for the man, the grime, the rat race. Watch my videos, see how I got out of it. Right now I realize I just threw a few of these videos up on YouTube. And I realize I don't have the craziest following. Whatever. If nothing else, it's a personal blog, kind of a personal diary of how my company grew from my mom's upstairs house, listing and selling things, to where it is now. So a lot has happened in the last 2 weeks. Tons of stuff has happened. I'm very excited, making a video kind of celebrating. Yep, that's my incorporation LLC papers. eBay's going to, I guess probably really windy outside. So again, the eBay Palace is almost, well, we've made progress. I wouldn't say almost done. Definitely closed up a lot of the problems. Still working on the garage door. It's still 60, 70 degrees outside. It's not going to last. It's going to run electricity today. To find an exterior door with our building material shortage, trying to find one on Marketplace, I can quite literally find anything for anything, but I cannot find an exterior door. So please don't make fun of me for that. But in regards to our upstairs right now, with building material shortages or price gouging, however you want to look at the politics of that, I figured we would finish the upstairs when the price of plywood wasn't the cost of a Mercedes bin per sheet. And once I cleaned up, organized, built more shelves, created a better system, just quite literally all this stuff was in my walkway on my slab. I couldn't walk through here. Now I can efficiently work and walk through here. Again, it's not to peak optimization. So we'll cover all that throughout maybe some more videos, but I was surprised how much of my stuff getting it up on the walls, how much room I had. Imagine that. So a lot has happened in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks since I posted my last video. Essentially, it was just kind of hitting where I'm going with eBay. I don't really know where I'm going. Well, I mean, I do know where I'm going. I didn't know really how to go about it. So in the last 2-3 weeks, I've hired somebody to help me. My sales are through the roof. I've been busy sourcing, vacationing, all kinds of things. Just right out straight, enjoying life. Figured I'd throw up a video because this is an important day. I'm going to mail out the incorporation papers and we're going to go for it. So the last 30 days, I just got my eBay bill and I was like, what? That's got to be a mistake. Again, I would recommend chipping away at your eBay bill instead of letting it pile up at the end of the month if you're doing huge volume. Granted, if you're the stay-at-home soccer mom and you list 10 items, I wouldn't worry about it. If you're listing hundreds of items a day, definitely chip away at it, because when it all piles up, you're like, that's not right. So I normally work primarily off the eBay app, and I got on eBay, and apparently, according to eBay, we've almost done, there's still a few more days left in the 30-day time frame, but we've almost done $11,000 in gross sales just in 30 days. That's crazy, mind blown. Definitely my goal was to, I don't even know what to say to that, because if you times $11,000 gross, net gross, times 12, I've doubled my goal, and I don't know what to say. And granted that gross, my profit on, the cost, I spend $1 for every $80, around that, $50 to $80. So my ROI is insane. My ROI is like 800%. So I definitely have I wouldn't say I have a corner in the market. I definitely have not a niche market, because I definitely can afford to price things $40, $50, $60 cheaper than everybody else, and boom, I'm the first sale. Of course, it's no brainer. I paid $1 for that item, going back to my logics. So when I hired a new person with a 1099, and we can go over probably why I went with a 1099 as a form of tax payment for an employee, and we can go over why I decided an LLC in a different video when I can rant comfortably. At some point we'll get the wheelie chair and we'll get the big desk, but I'm blown away at my numbers. You kind of I expected greatness, but and this isn't here to toot my own horn. I definitely work really hard to get here. Sales have just exploded. So while I'm sourcing stuff, I have an employee who's listing stuff, and he is awesome. If he ever sees this video, he is awesome. He took right off day 2. I think he had 4 or 5 listings that maybe his picture could have been, just a hair better if you were to complain about anything about with this guy. And his item specifics, he had like 10 issues out of 50, 75 listings. He consistently can hit, 75 listings in a full 8-hour day. Currently he's part-time. I'm kind of scared to make the plunge to go to full-time. Definitely could probably afford it. It's just kind of scary to be moving up this big, this fast. I'm waiting for something bad to happen. And speaking of stuff bad to happen, I definitely, the last 2 weeks, have dealt with my grime, my BS, my crap, crappy customers, awesome customers. I've dealt with it all. I've had 2 negative feedbacks, got them removed. I've had a whole, probably about 15 returns, or refunds, that's grouped together there, that were just kind of not so pleasant. Probably about 5 of those were just post office dropped the ball hard. We don't know where your package is. And of course, they won't let you file an insurance claim if they don't know where it is. And then just probably about 10 just crappy customers who are like, I don't like it. And then you're going to, get the BS about there was something wrong with it or it was broken, but it really wasn't because they want you to pay return shipping. But the bottom line, my ROI, my net, the money that's coming in every day, I think I can live with the 15 people who are just plain straight up a-holes. It's fine. It's a part of doing business on eBay. And some other people I see on groups or forums or posts or YouTube videos, they're whining about that one guy who, said there was a stain on their North Face fleece jacket that they just bought and it was for $14. It's like, the bottom line is, if you're doing $500, $1,000 a day, who gives a shit? Going back to, where we're going, get off of my little rants. So we're supposed to do electricity today. We definitely need to clean up some more. We're making progress. We're making headway. Definitely don't see us filling the upstairs anytime soon, which is fine. Things are moving every freaking day, and I'm so excited. I'm definitely right now at the point too where I'm contemplating another person to source, because what I source, pulling car parts, is a mindless, easy job. And most hicks in Maine, me included, know how to pull a car apart. A lot of people who didn't grow up with a ton of money know how to fix their own vehicles. So it's kind of a skill I think all Mainers have. I think I can speak for all Mainers. I have the skill. So it's considering to hire somebody else to do that. So maybe I can make twice the progress, twice the headway. I might have gone to school for business, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but going back to expecting something bad to happen. There's a thing in marketing or retail, it's called flatlining. When you hire somebody or you hire multiple people all at once, you kind of don't make profit and you're kind of staying like right here. You don't necessarily lose money. Sometimes you can lose money, but you don't necessarily soar up in the way that you think that you're going to soar up. And I'm kind of waiting for that to happen. I've been keeping better track of my books. I definitely should do a separate video about all my sales in the last week and stuff, and we'll get to that. Patience. But right now it's kind of a celebration video and I'm definitely excited. So for the last 3 minutes, try to keep my video short. The last 3 minutes, I want to show you something. All my awesome finds. So we definitely had a awesome trash picking day. Again, if any of you guys have seen my other videos or my rants, I pick up trash. So, yeah. Is it really trash though? Let's go over here. This is a GameCube. Right here. GameCube. I sold it. I found it free alongside the road yesterday. Caramel Big Trash J. Um, I sold it for $69 same day. It works. Plugged it in, tested it, cleaned it up. Boom. Sold. I have an Xbox over here. Free alongside the road. Two umbrellas, vintage from the 1930s. Free alongside the road. You know, the Xbox I declined to offer for $50 on it. You know, that's awesome profit, free alongside the road. What was just up from the Xbox that was not free alongside the road? It was a kid. It was like a 12-year-old kid who was hustling up by the road in his crappy yard sale. I probably shouldn't degrade his yard sale because I was just stunned that the guy had that kind of entrepreneurship at his age. In fact, I gave him, he wanted $5. I dumped all the water out of it. I gave him $6 because he was a hustler, and I just liked that, you know. Street smarts, like, it's a PlayStation 3. I gave him $6. Had the Morning Dew on it. Has an awesome game that sells for $20. Grand Theft Auto 5. Awesome finds. You know, and it was kind of in storage. He said it worked. I plugged it all in, and it worked. So I kind of feel, you know, he definitely wanted, you know, I was like, well, what are you giving me for? Oh, $5. He's like, sure. You know, as I'm dumping the water off it. And it was just dew on the top of it. It wasn't filled up with water, but So, and I was surprised it worked. Listed it for, I think, $69.99. Definitely missing a few trim pieces and stuff, and it's kind of teenage boy grimy or 12-year-old boy grimy. I picked this up today. Pile of parts, junkyard. Still haven't, we listed all that yesterday, my employee and me. You know, and we still have all that to list. So I'm really trying to hoard because tomorrow's going to be a big, long day for him. So I'm really, and that's another issue, is trying to stay ahead of your employee. Yeah, so all this stuff still needs to be listed. This is kind of my photo taking booth area. We're definitely in the beginning stages of like 1.0 for eBay Warehouse. So bear with me, priority boxes that are kind of dirty, grimy. I wanted a nice clean background that says something. Priority boxes say I'm fast. My rating says I'm fast, but going back to that, you know, we're definitely in the beginning stages. We've got it all closed in. For the most part, we have one piece of ridge cap to put on that's 2 feet. We have to close in the door, obviously, but rain for the most part isn't, you know, raining on stuff, raining on you. So yeah, we have a lot to do. How did my shoe apparel kind of work out? I'm not going to do shoes anymore. Okay, here's one reason. Why am I going to pay, I don't know, $6 to sell these for $29.99, wait a month, eventually sell them, and then do your profit from that? It's $13 to send a size 14. I mean, the profit's tiny. And I definitely know what I'm looking at for shoes. I think I definitely bought way too many shoes that weren't hot. They sold, but they weren't hot. If I did do shoes, I'd stick to Bogs, Birkenstocks, mock boots, brand new Nikes. I have done a few pairs of shoes. Nike Air Maxes I just brought back from Mass. They're virtually brand new. Paid $4, $3 for them. I sold them last night for $45. I have another pair of brand new Nikes. I paid $5 for them. They're not hot. So what did I learn with shoes? I don't want to do it anymore. And I think that was kind of my final conclusion. Because why would I want to sell shoes and spend $6 for a pair of shoes when I can spend $1 for this and sell it for $45, $50? It's a no-brainer to me. I mean, the only thing that I'm seeing that possibly could probably go wrong, the blatant thing, is my sourcing areas as far as car parts drying up. That is a worry I do have, and I'm trying to figure out. And if you're an entrepreneur, you know how to get over hurdles. There's no areas that you can't hurdle because you've gotten here. It's almost like you're bulletproof. You know, the place burns down, you build it again. Guy quits, you hire another guy. IRS comes after you, square up with them, keep going. You know, what's it going to be to stop you? Chainsaws. I have done a ton of chainsaws. Oh my gosh, I have had 60, 70 chainsaws in here. I've done a few awesome deals. Again, going back to my friend Ben, keeps selling me awesome stuff. Chainsaws, steels, vintage steels, chainsaws, more chainsaws. Been doing awesome with chainsaws. So again, right now we're trying to work on organization. So going back to trying to figuring out where everything goes and belongs, and what's a heater control, what's a door switch, what's a gauge cluster, ECMs, trying to organize it better. And every day I'm bringing back another tote, you know, and my totes are getting bigger and bigger, and thank God Salvation Army sells them for $1 a piece, and they got 100 of them. So we're still learning. This is version 1.0, a system. We need a system, and we need a little better system than this, but we're growing so fast and things are selling so fast, it's almost like what we're doing right now is working. You know, and we're going to refine it. We're going to get better at it. There's going to be some long days with hopefully not any sales, but it's going to be a long winter where we're going to really refine things and knuckle down. But I don't know, guys. I'm glad you're on this journey. Hope maybe you learned something. Maybe you're happy for me. Whatever. I'm excited. I'm really happy. So it's time to go pick up the kids from school, I think. Almost that time. Time to hit up the mailbox. I still got like 10 things to mail out. Been getting a little lazy about mailing out. Definitely have a 24-hour turnover, but we're going to stay right there. All right. Fast shipping. Happy customers. You know, rating goes up. So really busy. And yeah, I'm really excited. In fact, I just sold 2 items before I turned this on. So hire somebody for shipping?